Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to SIRENNET Television. Now, we have a variety of lighting that's available, as you know, because that's what SIRENNET does, but some of the lighting is available for your reversing part of your vehicle, i.e. what you would mount under the vehicle. A product available from SoundOff is what's known as a rock light, but when you get the light, you got to mount it. And Chris is going to be looking at the mounting hardware that relates to that particular product. Chris.
Thank you, Stuart, and thank you for joining us at SIRENNET Television. From SoundOff Signal comes the Ghost Light. Nice and compact it is, designed for interior or exterior mounting on your vehicle. Included with it on the back is a nice cast aluminum bracket that allows the Ghost Light to be affixed in a flat mount manner. So with that, you can have it out on the vehicle's push bumper, mounted on the interior. It also includes a radius or a U-clip bracket that'll allow this to affix onto the hood or the trunk of your vehicle as well. So depending on where you're going to put this, few different options for the Ghost out of the package. When it comes to the Ghost lights, they have a wonderful output. But again, with LED products, the angle in which the light is mounted is going to affect the output. So if it is downward facing, your light is slightly facing downward, so not going to be as potent as if it is completely level with the horizon. Again, if it's on an angled surface, the light head is slightly pointed upward, that's going to take your light and ultimately put it up and toward the air. Again, not maximizing the output if the light head is completely level on the vehicle. So, to assist with that and mounting these properly, maximizing the wonderful output that the Ghost lights offer you, SoundOff Signal has come out with a heavy-duty bail bracket. Cast aluminum, it's actually two pieces, a bottom and a top section, a nice black powder coat finish. It's completely angle adjustable, so with that, you can take the basin, affix it as appropriate, so bolts, screws, rivets, whatever you'd choose to secure it onto your vehicle, and then you can adjust the angle of the second part of the bracket in which the Ghost light will affix into. So again, thinking about it, if it's flat mounted on the push bumper, you can have the light nice and level. If it's going to be on an interior mount, maybe on the side of the vehicle going through the windows in a sedan, if the bracket itself is on the door and it's slightly contoured down, you can take the bracket, adjust the angle, and then tighten down the bolts on each side. And with that, you'll have your Ghost light angled at the proper level for maximizing the output. It's a heavy-duty bracket, well suited for push bumper or anywhere on the exterior or again interior of your vehicle that you may need. Something that we've found very popular for this bracket and mounting the Ghost lights is on the tow package of pickup trucks and SUVs. So you can take the bracket, affix it down under the rear bumper as needed, and then install the Ghost light into the bracket, and through that you can then adjust the angle as needed. Great thing with the Ghost rock light mounting bracket is it has a extension lip that you can see here. So what that's going to do is the extension is actually going to protrude out past the lens of the Ghost. So if anything were to come in contact, it's going to hit the lip and protect the light. So you're not going to have to worry about any damage or cracking to the lens. It's easy to take the Ghost, install it into the bail bracket, rock light bracket. And with that, I'll give you a demonstration on the process that you'll do. Take the light, removing the included bracket backing off and installing it into the rock light bail bracket. Back of the Ghost, two retainer screws holding the included basin bracket. We'll get those out of the way. And you're going to want to hold on to these two screws. You're actually going to reuse them when inserting the Ghost into the bracket here. So this bracket piece will come off. Keep it to the side. You may need to reuse it later on in the future. As you can see on the back of the light, two threaded insets. So this is where we're going to affix the Ghost onto the bracket here. And something to keep in mind with SoundOff's Ghost light is on the bottom, they have incorporated a Gore-Tex breather. It's important to keep the breather downward facing when mounting this into the bracket, and in turn, when the bracket is affixed onto your vehicle, inside or outside, well, more specifically on the outside, because that's where we're going to see condensation, you're going to want to make sure that that is downward facing. So if the bracket were to be flat affixed like so, Gore-Tex breather downward facing toward the counter. If this was going to be inverted, mounted from the tow package on the vehicle, when the bracket is spun over, you would want to again make sure that the Ghost and Gore-Tex breather is downward facing. So pay attention to the orientation of the Ghost light when you are fixing it into the bracket here. Take the wiring harness and route it through the opening in the bracket hole here. Go ahead, pull the Ghost light in, nice and tight, lining it up on the back of the bracket. The holes that are pre-punched by SoundOff will match to the threading, and we'll take the 2 screws that were just removed, put them through the bracket, securing the Ghost light in. Something to do along with that is 2 washers, compact black ones here that SoundOff has included. Those will actually go onto the back of the bracket, and the screw will go down and through it into the hole. So it's actually putting a washer between the securing nut and the backing of the bracket. So I'll go ahead now, put these in, get them snugged in, hand tightened to get the Ghost light lined up into the bracket. And now that they're in hand snug, go ahead, cinch them down. There you have it, secured in nice and snugly. And as you can see, the rock bracket here wonderfully houses the Ghost light, still nice and compact, so if you have a restricted area where you need something compact to fit, this should still work wonderfully for you. As you can see, the Ghost light lines up perfectly on the back, nice center exit for the wiring harness, so no binding, no pinching to worry about. And again, when taking the Ghost light, affixing it onto the vehicle, you can adjust the angle so the rake of the light maximizing the output. So with that, I'll go ahead, put some power to the Ghost light now, adjust the bracket so you can see firsthand how the angle can affect the output. And with the Ghost light on, flashing away, nice and level with the horizon here on the counter, face it up toward the camera, blinding out the folks at home. And again, you can see with the angle of this and how you're looking at it, the intensity is going to vary. So again, take the light. If it's angled downward, again, it's reflecting more off the counter. That means that your light is not optimizing the output. So with that, intensity is slightly going downward, so it's not going to give the punch that it could were it to be angled and adjusted right. So again, if it's nice and level with the horizon, maximizing the angle outward facing from the back, front, or sides of the car, it's gonna make the lighting and your warning system on your vehicle that much more effective. So a really nice, useful bracket that SoundOff has put together to go along with the Ghost lights. I'm Chris. Thanks for joining me here at SIRENNET Television. Again, from SoundOff Signal, it is the Ghost LED light head with the bail bracket rock light mounting. Thanks for joining me. Back to you, Stuart.
Simple, easy, available here on SIRENNET, so go ahead and check those out. I'm Stuart, and thanks for watching SIRENNET TV.